Hello and welcome back. Day 28, so 4 weeks into the Camino. Definitely a week of two halves this week. We spent 4 days, the first half of the week, out of Leon, walking directly into nasty strong winds off the Atlantic in overcast conditions, 7 to 14 degrees, along the side of the road through really dull, uninteresting landscape. I can see why people question why you're doing it, and in contrast, since Astorga, which is about 4 days ago, we've had beautiful blue skies, sunny weather, 25-30 degrees. We've been walking through rolling countryside, across a couple of mountain ranges with beautiful scenery. Couldn't be more of a contrast with the beginning of the week, and I'm told the landscape stays pretty similar to the last 3 or 4 days for the rest of the walk, so here's hoping. We're about a day and a half from Sarria. Now, Sarria is important for 2 reasons. It's the 700-kilometre mark of the walk, so 100 k's to go. A lot of people start in Sarria and do the last 100 k's as a Camino for themselves. And for me, my wife Sue's joining me in Sarria in a day or so, and we'll do the last 100 k's together. Nice and leisurely. We'll do it over a week rather than the 4 days, and that'll be a nice contrast, a change of scene and a different pace as well, so looking forward to that. Some interesting history of late. We've been through Astorga, fairly small town, but a lot of history. Started by the Romans in 14 AD, sacked by the Visigoths and besieged by the Napoleonic armies. One of those kind of key historic towns that you come across in Europe. Ponferrada, which was a couple of days ago, where we saw a lot of historic buildings, including castles that were occupied by the Knights Templar way back, from 12th century to protect pilgrims during the Camino, or walking along the Camino. And in Leon too, there's a famous monastery that was built, I think around the 12th century as well, that was built to house the Knights Templar army as well. It's now a very fancy hotel. I believe some of the suites will set you back thousands a night. Fairly well known and very impressive too. Naturally, Leon had another stonking great cathedral, amazing building, but I'll leave it at that for the moment. How am I feeling? Good, generally. The walks are pretty straightforward. I kind of look forward to getting up and doing a walk for 4 to 6 hours in the morning. That sounds bizarre. It's a pleasure rather than a trial, as long as the weather's okay. I certainly don't find it hard from a physical point of view, and again, if the weather's okay, mentally it's really quite pleasant. A little bit of tendonitis in one of my feet, nothing bad, and I don't think it's going to cause any dramas for the rest of the trip, especially if Sue and I take the last week fairly easy, as we're planning to do. Mentally, well, I've got a lot of thoughts actually that I've kind of kept a note on, and I shall spill all in a week's time when we get to Santiago. That's it for today. The next update will be in a week's time from Santiago, the very last one. Until then, hasta luego and goodbye.